Korea's exports have been on a downward spiral for the longest period ever. Not surprisingly, the country's ranking among OECD members in terms of export growth rate took a bit of a dip. Unfortunately, making matters worse, according to our Kim Min-ji, things are not looking up.
South Korea's ranking in terms of export growth rate has plummeted over the last 12 months. According to the OECD, Korea sat in fourth place among 31 member countries in January last year, despite exports falling 0.9% from a year ago. Export conditions continue to worsen, pulling down Korea's ranking with it. And in January this year, when exports posted their biggest fall in nearly 6 years, the country sat at 28th place, down a staggering 24 notches. Although Korea's exports continued their downward spiral in May, the pace of decline slowed to its lowest level so far this year. The government says there are signs that exports are on a recovery track. For instance, the volume of exports rose for the second straight month in May, and the average daily export value also hit a high for this year. But experts aren't so optimistic, as external conditions are far from ideal. Oil prices may not pick up anytime soon, as last week's OPEC meeting on lowering production failed to reach any substantial agreement. On top of that, the U.S. Federal Reserve could hike rates as early as this month, and Britain might vote to leave the European Union. A combination of those could throw the global economy off track for a while.
Although some sectors may see a pickup in exports, overall it doesn't seem as though conditions will get better soon. Despite government efforts, the problems lie with external economic conditions, and that's not something the government can fix.
Experts stress the need for efforts from individual companies as well. They suggest local firms try and diversify their export items and foster new growth engines by ramping up investment in R&D. A failure to do so could mean more gloom in the months ahead. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.